What is up, guys? I wanted to do a quick little review of the Mora Companion. I think it's the MG. This is a knife I picked up about 2 years ago at a gun show, and it was like $15 if I remember correctly. This knife, I picked it up because I wanted something that would just be kind of a throwaway knife. I mean, for the price, I wasn't expecting a whole lot of performance, but I seen several reviews of them on YouTube, and people were really raving about it, but I didn't really expect a lot for 15 bucks. I can say after 2 years, it is probably one of my favorite knives that I have. It's just a simple knife. There's nothing crazy about it. The website, Mora's website, says that they use a 3/4 tang, or the tang of the knife goes 3/4 of the way through the handle, and it seems to be fairly strong. It doesn't seem like it's got any give to it or anything like that. The handle on it is made of a TPE rubber, which I'm not really sure what that means, but I can say one of my drawbacks of that, when I first picked that knife up, I was a little bit nervous about the handle. You know, if it gets wet or anything like that, it doesn't have much of a hilt on the knife. I was worried that it would like get wet and it would be slippery and you could easily cut yourself. But after using it in the wet and getting blood on it and different things, like the rubber is very grippy. You don't feel like you don't feel like you're gonna slip and cut yourself. You feel like you got pretty good control over the blade. I think the blade length is like 4.1 inches. The overall length of the knife is 8.5 inches, and it with the sheath only weighs like 4.1 ounces. So it's a very lightweight knife. I mean, you can throw it in your pack or throw it on your belt, whichever. I like to clip mine onto my pocket, and it's perfect, right there at my hand if I need it. It's a good knife to have, if you go fishing a lot or anything like that. You can clip it on and take it with you. And it, if you lose it, it's 15 bucks. But honestly, I gotta say, I'm probably gonna pick up a couple more because this thing just holds up. The edge, that Scandinavian grind, is one of the sharpest grinds on a knife I've ever ran into, and I mean, it just holds its edge. Like that, I think, is what impresses me most about the knife. You get it sharp, and when I got mine, it was sharp. I didn't have to sharpen it for a long time, and I kept expecting to, because I've owned $20 knives before from like Walmart or wherever, and like Gerber brands and stuff like that. And those knives seem like I was constantly having to resharpen those knives. Like they just don't hold an edge for nothing. This one, once I got it sharpened, like I said, it came sharpened, but the first time I had to resharpen it, it really wasn't hard at all to sharpen it. I use a steel sharpener and just a couple of swipes on it, and it was back to shaven hair, which really impressed me. I was expecting the steel to be a lot harder, and because of how long it had lasted, I was expecting it to be a lot harder to sharpen than that. So that was another surprise. But I think I went almost the first year without really sharpening the blade, and it just held up. I mean, I used to raise rabbits for meat production, and I skinned a lot of rabbits with that knife, which, a rabbit's not really a tough animal, but I also skinned some wild hogs. I skinned some deer, and it holds up. I'm like, still to this day blown away by how well that thing holds an edge. And anyway, I would definitely recommend one of these. I mean, for the price, you cannot beat the performance. Like any other $20 or sub $20 knife you're gonna pick up from Walmart or wherever, I've never seen one perform at that level. It has just thoroughly impressed me, and I really just don't have enough good things to say about this knife. I can't, I'm not really big on words usually, but I wanted to kind of take some time out and do a quick little review of that knife and kind of make a little video of me putting it into use and whatever. But anyway, I will leave a link in the description of the video, and and if you would like to check that out and buy one for yourself, then head on over and pick one up. I highly recommend them. And anyway, thanks for watching my little review, and we'll catch you guys later.